Morning. It happened. I don't know what. Bear with me, folks. I started the stream before I was ready. Okay, why am I having such a hard time? Hang on. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm just opening up a chat window here. Like I said, I am not ready. I'm in pain. I just took half a painkiller. Not ready. So that I can handle today. I got a job. I got a job. Well, I got two jobs actually, because yesterday I went to M&R Feeds and picked up a truckload of duck feed. So the back of the truck's full of duck feed. I got to unload it, but I've also got to deal with this. See, it's still there, all the concrete. I got to get it down to the basement and add water and and do the job. Oh, I hope the painkillers start working soon. This back thing sucks. Oh. Doug's outside right now. Oh. Doug's outside right now. If you're wondering where he is, he actually went out first thing. I have no idea why. Because we didn't have any fox action. Well, I didn't see any fox. I didn't get excited. I didn't, oh. Sorry, folks. I just had a shoot of pain here. I'm just not 100%. Actually, Virginia is not taking them down the stairs. It's applying it down the stairs. That's going to be the problem. Because when I'm down there, the basement's only like 5'8". It's 5'8". I don't have to be bent over, and I've got to mix this stuff, and then fill it in the hole, and I got to trowel it and all that kind of neat stuff. Oh, and it's all bent over work, knee pads. And I really want the job done, because it's been a year since my basement got busted up, and we've had no water since I fixed the drain. So I'm pretty. I'd have to say it's fixed. There's a stranger, Telsa. She hasn't been here in like forever. And Rooster. It must be because I'm so early in the morning. Dorado. There's some new peoples here, or people that haven't been here in a while. So good morning, Tammy. Donna, Ford. You want some concrete evidence? I could give it to you. It's right there. See it? Right there? Right there. There's the evidence. It's a pulled muscle, is what I've done. It's a pinched nerve, and it's right in my hip. Oh God, it's just like, it hurts. But thing was, Connie, I've been doing really good. Like it has been. I'm trying to think. It's been so long since my back's been out. I was thinking that I was like indestructible. You know, it's been like I can't remember a sore back all year. That's the thing that I don't understand. Like I was doing so well. So well. And I've lifted like lots heavier things in these concrete bags. They're only 66 pounds, 30 kilograms. You know, like slug and feed bags, patio stones. Think about it. The patio. Oh, I did put my back out with the patio stones. that day when I went to start the patio stones, I put my back out, and then I had to take 5 days before my back went back into place, and then I just did the patio stones. And that was the one where I bent over and didn't even touch. No, it wasn't the patio stones. It was the stone garden. It was, because I remember now. Yes, it was the stone garden, because then I couldn't touch the stone garden for 5 days. That's what it was. So when I did the stone garden back in what, August? I'm trying to remember when I did that. But that was the good reason, though. It was the stone garden. You know. And then I had to lay around for, what was it, 5 days of pain, 4 days, before my back went back to normal. And I bent over, and I didn't even lift anything that time. I just bent over, and it went out. The thought of the big pile of cement scared me. It scared my back. I had bacon for supper last night, Tammy. I had a greasy supper last night. Homemade, but greasy. And a little bit salty, because I don't know what it was. I got home last night, and I backed the truck up to the garage with the feed, and then I said, I'll do that tomorrow. I came in, I was like, I don't know what it was, but I came through the door of the house, and I was craving home fries, those white potatoes in a can, home fries with bacon chopped up in it. And I don't know why, because I have a leftover goose in the oven, or in the fridge, and I said, I just feel like that right now. And so I made myself up 2 cans of potatoes and a whole half a pound of bacon. Cooked it all, ate the whole thing. I was so hungry. It was like, I didn't even drain the bacon fat. Just let the potatoes soak it up. Oh, it was tasty. Garlic and onion powder. It was like, I just craved it. I don't know what it was. It was really, and this funny part is, this morning, I'm craving it this morning. Yeah, I've seen physiotherapists, and when I met them, I discovered them. I didn't like them. Mr. Pete. Morning, Chris, good morning, and leaves, Connie. Yeah, I was, but physiotherapists do me no good. It's like, whatever. That's why I got to check here to see if the dog's back. Can I reach? That's bizarre. Doug's on a good rip, folks. Oh man, this is gonna hurt getting up to go let Doug in. I know when he does show up. The fox. There must be fox trails. Yesterday there was a bunch of fox tracks. When I plowed the driveway, there was fox tracks coming down the driveway. Cut underneath the fence, the exact same spot last year's fox. So I don't know if it's the same fox or not. But I shot all of those, so I don't know. We had a whole flock of wild turkeys come through yesterday. Yeah, Stripper's still here. Magoo's not. Stripper is. Stripper's lonely now. She sits by herself in the barn. She's in the barn all the time. All the time. She's, during the rain there, she never went outside once. It was so funny. The duck is like, I'm just staying in here. There's food, there's water in here. Why go outside? You know, it's peaceful, it's dry, there's straw to be on. She's, and Dot too. Dot comes inside too. I don't know, maybe to keep Stripper company. And the Muscovies, of course, because, you know, they're like indoor ducks. They're the worst duck. They really are, if you think about it. No. They would stay the whole freaking winter in the barn if you didn't kick them out. But I should just check the weather here, see how easy my week's going to continue. Because it's been really nice now. I'm just doing these spot cleanings in the barn because it's so nice out. I got to I got to give the goose shed a little bit of a cleaning. Oh yeah, we're still in the not till Monday night. I have nothing to worry about till Monday night. Oh, 5 degrees and rain on Sunday. Yeah, snow and rain. We're making up for the drought right now. I'm telling you, folks, that's all it is. There's no sunny times, nothing. It's just nothing but snow and drizzle, and so 1 degree and a chance of flurries today. Oh, that hurts the back. When you sneeze, that inch kicks the old hip. 3 degrees and sunny tomorrow. So it's warm weather. Warm weather. Good news. This is exactly what I need when my back goes out, is weather like this, so that it's easier on me. It was even yesterday, there was not as much swearing when I went dark there to do my chores. I was surprised. The swearing wasn't bad. I was cursing only a little bit. Maybe it's because I knew I could curse. I didn't. So the weather's holding off till Monday night. I don't have to worry about anything till Monday night. Oh, it's sort of like that's like a little bit of a break, actually. Oh, my life is so easy. Okay. I'm gonna call the dog. Okay, here we go, folks. So if you got headphones, take them off. Okay. Oh man, I don't believe this. And I gotta be bent over and do this concrete. I gotta get the concrete done because allegedly my buddy's coming to finish the windows this weekend. Allegedly. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a yell here. It's gonna get loud. Doug! Aw, Dougie, what are you rolling in? Come on. Doug. Come on. Oh, he's having a snow bath. Well, hopefully it's a snow bath. Come on, dog. All right. The dog's, yep, it's completely covered in snow. Rolling in the snow, cleaning himself up. And it goes right to the dish for food. I'll give you treats, Doug. We'll have a treat morning here. Oh man. I hope the painkiller works today, folks. I really do. I really, really do. Because I really want this concrete out of my kitchen. And I don't want to just take it downstairs. Oh, Doug, I dropped it. I don't want to take it downstairs just to like, I guess, out of sight, out of mind. I want to actually finish it. You know, I just don't want to take it downstairs. Okay, oh, it's out of the kitchen. Okay, I take a break and leave it there for a couple days. That isn't the plan. All right. Oh, the good little puppy. Okay, you know, the widescreen on this is not as wide as the iPhone is. I'm using the iPad right now. Okay, hang on. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm struggling. Oh my God. I'm so disorganized here. Oh, shooting pain up the back, Doug. Oh, it just hit. Okay, what's going on? All right. Okay, dog. Come over and give us some love. I got my pork chop around my neck. Oh, Doug. Oh, Dougie, hang on here. I'm trying to open it. For some reason, the zip lock here isn't has separated. Hang on, hang on. What do we got? What do we got here, Doug? Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What is it? Oh, boys, eh? It won't take long to finish that. problem with the couch, and I'm going to tell you this, is that you got to be very careful, because actually the best place to go is back upstairs in my bed. Because something about the couch, my neck seizes up. I don't know if it's because of the cushions, and it's got, you know, that sort of like that in the sectional. I don't know. But I wake up and my neck yesterday was like, it was only 90 minutes, and my neck was like seized right up. But if I lay in bed, I don't get the neck seized up thing. So that's I just gotta get the painkiller working here, so that I can get active. If I can get active, I can get the concrete done. Maybe if I get moving after the painkiller kicks in, I'll loosen up. It's got to snap out of it here, the pain. Oh, Doug. Oh, he don't got calm. Oh, that's a big one. Look at the size of this one, dog. Hey. Oh, it's big, eh? Okay, relax. When he bites down on it, folks, and you're holding it like that, you can feel the thing getting cut in half, and it's like his jaws, eh? It's like, whoa, don't accidentally get your finger in the way. Oh, Stephanie McMahon's here. Laura. Okay. We'll just go for the sound effects of Doug destroying this. I'll give one more of this. Holy mackerel. Oh, this is like... I'm going to do a stream of unloading the truck, though, because something tells me it's going to be a good show. Either one, I'll be able to unload the truck and it'll be like, oh, nothing's wrong with Matt. Or two, holy shit. No, not that. Two, folks, two, I'll be in pain and you'll be hearing a lot of me, you know, either falling to the ground with bags of feed or something. But the reason I said holy shit is because I just saw the price. Look at this, folks. $49.95 for this bag of dog treats for Doug. Is Deb. My God. That's the first time I've seen the price tag on this bag of jerky. That's crazy. Deb, oh man. And she sent me an email saying that she sent another big box of dog treats for Doug for Christmas. Doug, this is ridiculous. Okay? You're a boutique dog, aren't you? Right? Only boutique, ridiculously expensive treats. Just let them go, eh? Oh. That's some folks, that's crazy stuff. My idea of dog treats is leftover duck feet roasted for Doug, you know? Yeah, I gotta put these out of sight or it'll keep bugging me. We gotta really, that's crazy, $49.90. I gotta conserve these. Oh. That's nuts. Then, and plus postage to get it here. So like that'd be like an $80 bag of dog treats for a dog. Oh, yeah, it's good to read. Yep, Chris, that's exactly right. Why Doug won't eat duck feet now. He turns his nose up to it because he's spoiled on roux. Like, because usually, like in the past, the duck feet Doug would go crazy over, and now it's like he doesn't even care. It's not a jerk. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Oh, there's Inga. How's Inga doing? I didn't see you. Oh, there you are farther up in the... You were here earlier. I just didn't see you. You've been here for a while. Through cases of beer. No, Doug doesn't get beer. I don't need 3 cases of beer. Why would I want 3 cases of beer? I don't understand. No, he's done. Now he's underneath the desk looking for more. Oh, I'm not giving you any more, Doug. At $50, we got to ration these things. Oh, it's Friday, right? You're off early today, right, Inga? You only work half days on Friday. Nails by Latoya, you can't believe you made a live stream? Why can't you believe that? Is there something wrong that you made it to the live stream? YouTube doesn't notify anymore. We're totally sandboxed. We're not, no more. Only hardcore people get to join us here on the docks. Well, I might be taking the whole day off too, Inga, if this back pain medication I took doesn't work. You know? So, it's, I'm not really, I don't know yet. We'll see how the painkillers go. I really hope it's not a day off, because I really want those yellow, that little yellow bag there. I want all that concrete out of my kitchen and into the floor. Plus I got to measure, what do you call it? I got to measure up. I'm making a form. I got a situation in my basement. Here's the situation. I'll explain it to you. Basement's all finished, the cement. Except behind the furnace, there's this big bedrock that's part of the basement floor. Because this is an old place. You know, it was built in 1880. And where this bedrock is, there is about 8 inches of exposed dirt on 2 walls. And now that I've got the roof fixed and the eaves trough fixed and the landscaping outside done with the patio stones, the water and all that dirt I put over there on that side of the house, the water no longer comes into my basement. My basement now is dry. The corner is dry. So what I want to do now, since the water stopped coming in there and it's dry, is where this 8-inch strip of dirt is exposed, I've got to build a concrete form in that corner and then fill it with cement and to finish it so that there's no more dirt showing in the basement. And got to do a little bit of concrete drilling, some rebarb, and so it's a day's work to do this. And of course, it's totally bent over. And to get to the corner behind the furnace, I have to really bend over to get in there because it goes down to like only 5 feet high, the entrance to this area. But now that I no longer have water, my water problem is absolutely completely, well, for 2 reasons the water is completely fixed. Is the drain got fixed last year when we dug it out and added 100 feet of Big O to go to the swamp, so it totally drains. Plus the putting the lagoon in and digging those trenches to divert the water to the lagoon has absolutely completely dried out this side of the property. It's bone dry. Bone dry, no water. Like not even, I don't even get the water into my driveway in the spring like I do normally. I usually get a big giant like puddle, and because of the lagoon trenching, all the water goes through the lagoon, which is just awesome. So I scored, you know, I got a duck pond, and I got rid of all my water problems. You could not, that's actually quite a bonus if you think about it. So now it's time to fix the spot in the basement that had the water problem. So that's the plan. But I also have to haul downstairs. Probably I'm thinking a grand total of 20 sacks, 30 kilograms, 66 pounds of concrete into the corner and mix it in the corner. Oh. But I had an idea for mixing, and this was a brainwave yesterday, is I've got a big drywall mud stirrer for doing drywall, and on a big giant drill, and for drywall mud. And I'm thinking if I mix small batches of concrete, I can do it with the mixing tool and not do it by hand, the mixing. So the only hard part I'm going to really have is hauling the 20 bags of concrete downstairs, because that's what it'll be, grand total 20, and being bent over my knees, lifting the buckets of concrete to pour them into the form. It's still a little bit of work. No, I'm just doing, do you want to see what I got to do? How about that? Instead of explaining it, I'll just take you. That's what I'll do. Let's do that. We're going to go on a little bit of an adventure, because I can do that with this, because we're in the house. Okay. All right, I'm going to go take you down to the dark, dingy basement. Now, remember, folks, that this house was built in 1880. Okay, so just to warn you, it's an old home. It's got logs for floor joists. It's ancient. Okay, you ready? All right, here we go. Okay, so we're switching. So we go down the basement. This place is old. Actually, when I first got this place, folks, I'll just show you, just to give you an idea. Okay, the basement. Do you see that log right there? The floor used to stop right there. Okay, so I cut this all out right here, because all it was a trap door, okay, and a ladder to get downstairs. That's all it was. It was brutal. Hang on, got another idea. Bear with me. I know how I can make this better. To give you the full widescreen, we're gonna put the wide lens. Oh, sorry, spooked you there. You got a little close. Hang on, bear with me. Oh, we're on a real road trip here today. Okay. All right, this is better. All right, so now she's wide, so you can see better. Okay, here we go. So she's old. That's the big water line for the duck pen. Okay, so we're downstairs. Okay, so if you look, like, see? Logs. This is old. Like I said, 1880. All right, so see how everything's piled over on this side of the basement, because there's my dirty laundry. All right, so there's the hole. Remember last year we dug her out, I smashed her out? Well, there's been no water for exactly, well, since I fixed it. So I got to fill that in. Totally fill it in. And I got to fill this in, because when I had the water problem, the ground bar heaved and pushed the back up through the concrete. So I got to patch that. And now the spot that I'm talking about, I'll show you. This is going to be fun. Okay, so like here's the corner over here. This is going to be fun. So what I got to do here, this is nice. This is a good working place right here. See that? So what I got to do, back up, focus camera. Come on, there. All right. So I got to build a form around here and around here, about 8 inches out. It's about 8 inches tall, and I got to fill it full of cement. I got to do that whole corner with cement, and that's the only. And then the dirt's gone out of my basement. No more water, because the water used to seep down there, because the eaves trough and the side of the house wasn't done, and the landscaping. And now it's all done. There's no more water when it rains. So it's time to fix it. So I'm estimating it's about 20 bags of maybe more, but I'm thinking about 20. I'll do the final measurements when I build the forms, but I'm thinking it's going to be about 20 bags. Maybe it might be 25. It's like, you know, a bag of concrete is not bad. It's only $5, but it's just the weight. I'd pay $7.50 if it magically appeared in my basement. You know, like $5 pickup or $7.50, it just magically appears in your basement, exactly where you need it. That's what I would do if I had the opportunity, but I don't think that opportunity would be presented to me. So we're just gonna take a painkiller and get it down there. So that's the deal. That's what I gotta do. because I have had, since I fixed the basement, no waters. We're back to normal. Because I went like, I forget how many years. I think I went like 18 years with not a drop of water in my basement, and then that drain got plugged. And the drain got plugged down at the swamp and caused my house to flood for 3 winters. So everything I thought was wrong with it wasn't, because the problem was 150 feet away, which we discovered when I dug it all up. My problem, Marvin, is not getting down the stairs. Getting down the stairs is the easy part because I don't have to bend over. It's when I get into the basement, Marvin. My basement, I have to bend over. It's like 5'8" down there. So I have to be bent over holding the concrete. Well, you go and have a nice nap there, Nails by Latoya, and get better. Nothing like being sick. Getting sick sucks. I know that. I've been lucky. I should knock on some wood, eh? Because I had no back problems. Well, I did because I forgot about it, but it was just a passing back problem with the rock garden. Yeah, I know. I need some short friends. And believe me, I've been thinking about it, Virginia. Thinking about it, like, who do I know that's short? Like 5'5", you know, 5'5". Don't have to bend over. Don't have to worry. 4'10" would be better to get it into the back corner. Because he had we'd be up about 4'10" to get the concrete into the back corner. Oh, anyways, so that's what I got to do down there. But I'm so happy that I haven't had water in over a year since it's all been fixed. It's because I was really sad there for 3 winters when the basement kept flooding, and I couldn't figure out where the problem was, and I kept trying everything, and sewer rods and vacuum trucks, and anyways. When you have no water problems you buy the house and never have a water problem ever, and then develop one like 18 years into owning the place, all of a sudden the water problem starts, and you're like, well, what changed? Like, why did all of a sudden I got a water problem, out of nowhere? That's the part that made me mad, is I couldn't figure out, like, how could I just all of a sudden have a water problem after that many years? What changed? It turns out, well, silt plugged the line completely. Anyways, I'm back to normal. Well, not yet. Wait till the concrete's done. So hopefully I'll painkillers will kick in. I took them 34 minutes ago. I took them 30 seconds before I started the stream. Usually takes about an hour. And then I can get a spring in my step. So that's what I'm going to do today. Well, that's the plan. No, and unload the truck. Well, maybe not unload the truck. The truck might stay loaded. We don't know yet. It's sitting in front of the garage, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got 20 bags of feed in there. I don't know if I should focus on the basement first. And that way, if I manage to pull it off before I hit the point of being crippled, and then do the duck feet crippled, unload the duck feet crippled, or unload the duck feet, potentially cripple myself, and then not get the basement done. That's where I'm at. I'm thinking I'm going to do the basement, and if I pull off the basement, then it's downhill from that point on, because I don't have to be bent over to do the unloading of the truck. So I'm thinking that's the way the chain of events are going to take place here. That way, whatever goodness I have in me, I can expend on the basement cement project. which it shouldn't take long. Like really, like it shouldn't take long because I'm going to use the big drill and mix it, and like it's got to be like pretty fast. I got to think positive here. It is the hardest thing, Connie. But we're gonna wait till the painkillers kick in, so that so that way if I get crippled, at least I can lay down and say, well, at least I accomplished something. You know what I mean? It's my phone dinging. Somebody is sending me a message on my phone. Oh, that's what's dinging. But I'm not going to be rude and pick it up and look at it. Speaking of phones, you people know my opinion on phones. Well, if you don't know my opinion on phones, I hate them, okay? Like I have a phone, but I use it for running the show here. And because it's hitched to Wi-Fi, it's connected to the internet. I don't have a SIM card or anything like that because I don't carry it. I have a flip phone that with a dead battery in my car, okay? So, as you know, this week I went to court. I had my trial on Wednesday. And I'm in the courtroom. Okay, this blew me away, folks. I gotta fix this lens. Okay, so I'm 56 years old. Right? I'm in the courtroom. Everybody there's the same age. Like we're all about the same age. So looking around, everybody's like in their 50s, all professionals. The court reporter, the court peoples, and all that kind of stuff. And my lawyer and 2 police officers. I don't understand why the police officers were there, but I found out later, in case people get rowdy, I'm not going to get rowdy because I was the only court case. It was ridiculous. I had the whole place to myself. Like I couldn't believe it. I bet you my little adventure going through this court system, I bet you it cost the taxpayer $9,000. It had to. I was just sitting there going, this is the most ridiculous waste of money. But anyways, it was something that had to be done. I hate court. But I'm sitting there, okay? And it's like, it was a grueling long session as far as I was concerned for what we were dealing with. But there was breaks where the judge had to go and review things, and he left us alone, and he would come back, and it was like a real yo-yo show for us. And everybody, folks, except me, I was the only person, everybody was glued to their phones. I'm like, so then I thought to myself, what are these people doing on their phones, okay? So I sort of started looking over their shoulders, okay? And to see. And I'm not kidding you, folks. The police officer was the one that I couldn't believe, okay? Like, this is what was happening here, okay? You know how how you can go like this and you can just flip back and forth, like it's like a pacifier type thing, That's all they were doing. They were just like, I was watching, they weren't doing something. Like I was like, what the hell is he doing? I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking like this, eh? And he was just flicking through. And I'm like, man, get a yo-yo. Like it's like that's all you're doing. You're playing yo-yo icons or whatever these things are called, or avatars. It was like it was just flipping it back and forth, and I was like, I'm watching people. So then I couldn't see the other people what they were doing, but I was watching their fingers, okay? And everybody was doing the same thing. Like nobody was like doing something. It was all this. That's all they were doing. Just this, just flipping through stuff. And I'm like, it's like the phone has become electronic yo-yo. That's what it is. It's electronic yo-yo. That's the only thing I can think of. Like a yo-yo, when you were a kid, anybody here that when you were a kid and you had a yo-yo and you were like, ooh, and you just up and down, up and down, up and down. I got bored with yo-yos, lost total interest in them. Well, I think I only ever had one, and then my parents quickly saw that, well, that's a waste of money. Kid has no interest in yo-yos, and I never got any others. My brother was big into yo-yos, but I was not. I lost interest in them. Not, just didn't stimulate me. Anyways, The phone thing can't. I just don't get it. All adults, not young people. Totally, like I said, I'd say the youngest person there, maybe she was like 45. Like it was everybody was on the phone. Everybody, absolutely everybody. Like I don't understand it because what did we do before phones? I ask you that, folks. And then I'm sitting in the courtroom and I'm thinking, I'm looking around, and I'm the only person looking around. So I sort of felt like lookout, you know, like if there was a zombie attack or anything, I would be the guy that would shout the alarm, you know, because I'm the only person that was looking around, looking out the windows, looking at the door, you know, like my situation awareness was 100%. You know, I was the only one looking around. Everybody else had their head down. Like a gunman could have walked in and killed everybody in the courtroom, and I would have been the only survivor because I would be the only one that would have like died behind the chair or the bench, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Duck's losing it. Doug gets upset. Hang on. Doug, relax. I don't see anything. Doug, you're barking at nothing. Okay, there's nothing out there, Doug. Except the dog's like wound right out here. Oh, you like to go, eh? But there's nothing out there, Doug. There probably is because, you know, like I'm the stupid human. I don't see anything out there walking around. There's something here, though. The geese lost it. Doug lost it. I'm not letting Doug out because he'll just hurt his shoulder. This wet snow is hard to run through. It's just deep enough that it pulls on his shoulder. Oh. I heard the geese, Inga, outside. The geese lost it, and that's when Doug got upset. Oh. Doug knows the sounds. Okay, there's absolutely something here. Oh, I see what it is. Oh, Doug. Okay, look, there it is, folks. That's what's driving him nuts. Right there. The raven. See it? That's what Doug's going crazy about right now. Oh, it's just sending Doug over the edge. Doug. You're definitely not going out for that. If it was a fox, I'd let you out, but a raven, you're just going to run through the snowbank, hurt your shoulder for no reason, because the raven's going to use his magical wings and he'll fly away. Okay. Virginia, you'd be under the bench with me too? Thing is, Inga, these people weren't watching anything. Like they didn't have like an earpiece going from the phone. Like there was no sound because you're in the courtroom, you can't have the sound. So like they didn't have like an earpiece run into the phone so they could be like they were watching something, like they were sitting in the courtroom watching a news program or a movie or something on their phone. They weren't. They were like, that's what they were doing. Or this. A couple of them were doing the back and forth thing, and then some were doing that. So that's the deal. So that was my experience. I was actually quite let down, and then I went outside, and we had one. Because during this one break when the judge left us, I went to the bathroom, and I was out in the hallway, and first I don't know what it was the courtroom was abandoned. There was like nobody at the courthouse, which was just bizarre. Like it was, I couldn't believe how quiet it was. But outside they had 5 cops. And all these cops, they're every courtroom gets a cop, but there's no courtroom action, so the cops were there, all standing around, 5 of them in the hallway, okay? All staring at their phones. And I'm thinking, okay, so you're a cop, You're there for security at the courthouse, folks, okay? Like, that's what they're supposed to be there for. They're supposed to be security. And which, if you're security, shouldn't you have some like some situational awareness happening where you're looking around, you're checking people out, you know, people walking by, you know, that kind of stuff? Nope. Everybody looking at their phones. So I don't know if they were just using the intimidation factor, that because there was 5 of them standing, like a beacon, a flashing beacon of security, that, you know, because there's 5 of them standing there, they could all look at their phones, and because, you know, there are all these uniforms, that you're just supposed to feel safe, and a bad guy or anything like that, you go, oh, don't do anything. See that big flashing group of police? You know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't believe it. I was shocked, the amount of phone action. It blew me away. Well, you're not supposed to have recording devices or cameras in the courtrooms. That's the thing, and it's the Superior Court of Ontario. Like, you're not allowed to have them. So I don't understand why, but I guess they're using it under the pretense that it's a phone and not a camera. I don't know. Maybe if you got caught using it as a camera, you'd be in trouble. I don't know. But like, how are you supposed to know? Because it can be recording, you know, while you're using it as a phone. There's lots of apps that will do that. I don't know. I just know. I was the only adult human without a phone. I was the only one. I was proud of that. It was like, I stand out. I don't have, if they were using GPS tracking devices to drone attack and they were going to take everybody out with smartphones, I'd be the only person left standing, because everybody else would have been taken out by the drones. Or if there was a Terminator that was using the GPS tracking device on a smartphone, and he was coming in, he was from the future, and he was taking everybody out, I could stand there and I would be invisible to him because I have no phone on me. It'd be like he'd be in a scanning software. It'd be like target, target, target. Oh, safe. Target, target, target. You know what I mean? Friendly. You know, don't need to kill that one. I'm in the same category as dog. Dog, oh, man without phone. Oh, they're all right. Anyway, I think the painkiller's starting to work. I'm starting to feel a little bit, well, we're going to find out here. I'm going to carry this stuff downstairs, and I'll find out if I can do this. I got to clean this place off where I got to put them all, because I'm going to take them straight down and pile them exactly where I need them. It's going to be like a fluid motion. I'm going to pick them up down there in the mud room, not bend over on the floor up here, so I have less bending, go straight downstairs and put it right beside the hole after breakfast. So that's what's happening here, folks. So it's Friday, and I got a lot of stuff to do, like usual. And I'm really hoping my buddy comes this weekend and finishes this trim. I got the shellac sealer because I don't know what he was thinking, but he did it all in pine, knotty pine. And anybody that's painted here, you know that knots are a painter's worst nightmare. You got to seal them all up. And he said to me, well, just stain the stuff so have natural windows. And I said, well, that'll look like totally weird, having natural windows with a house that's all painted up. I said, everything's getting painted. So I had to get a gallon of shellac, and I'm going to have to put like 4 coats on this wood, because the amount of knots, it looks really awesome, I guess, if you're into that natural look. You know, if you were doing like a urethane and you wanted a natural knotty pine look, it would look awesome. But I'm not a fan of that, and it doesn't match the house. So I've got like 4 coats of shellac I got to do on the windows, which I thought yesterday, since my bag was out, I thought I'll do that, because I got the shellac, I bought it, it's in the back room, and my brand new paintbrush to do it all, and then I thought to myself, what if I have a back spasm
while I'm walking around with a quart of shellac in my hand. All right? How would that go over? You know, like, think about it. I thought to myself, you know, what if, because I got to do a little bit of bending up and down to do the windows, you know, and I'm thinking if I had a can of shellac in my hand and a paintbrush, I'll have a drop sheet down. But a drop sheet ain't going to help you when you drop the little container of shellac you're carrying from the big gallon. I'm thinking this could be a bad thing. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, then I thought, okay, I'll get a pail, like a bigger pail, and put a little container, because I've done this before when I was on the roof actually, and I painted the black on the front of the barn. I had a 3-gallon pail, and I put a little 2-liter container inside with paint, so that the black paint was within the pail while I was on the silver roof. Okay, but I still ended up having to paint the silver roof anyways, repaint it because I spilled a bunch of black paint. But I thought maybe that would be a good idea. Put the shellac in a pail, the container within a container into the pail, and like a safety, you know. And I thought maybe I should just wait till my back is not as tender. That would be better, less chance. So that's what I got. That's one of the jobs I have to do here, which is exciting. I'm excited about it. But I'd be more excited if the final trim was on the windows, which I'm hoping this weekend. I'm really hoping. So that's the deal. Well, it's not really a healing situation, Inga. It's a pinched nerve. I've just got to, the nerve has got to unpinch. That's the problem. And it's in my neck is the problem, because when I'm bent over, I can feel it. Because yesterday when I woke up on the couch there, I felt it up the side of my neck. My neck here was all locked up. So as soon as my neck gets loose again, the pinching will go away, and I'll be, I guess I'll be normal, you know. I think it's 0 outside. It's pretty warm. It looks like it's like on the border of like not frozen, but not really warm. Dale. No. It's not sub-zero. We're not going to have sub-zero till Monday night. So the ducks are outside. Oh, I love this outside stuff better. So much better. So much easier. It's like so much easier, folks. Like yesterday, I cleaned out a bunch of the barn. I used a whole bale of straw. I cleaned out the duck hospital for the little girls. And they didn't get a shower, though, but I cleaned it all out. And I cleaned out, I took out about a bale of straw out of the barn and put another bale back in. But I won't have to do a complete barn cleaning until Monday, or Monday night, because Monday night, though, I'll be turning the lights off and everybody be going back inside. So, Inga, the camera in the back there, that, I never thought of it, you know. And then when I separated the pen, I put the wire up, separate the geese and the ducks. I thought, you know, they're going to do this trick where they come to the back all the time. And when I took the final camera out of the Magoon, and I was going to take it all apart, and I had it in the back shed. And then I thought to myself, this would, like, I've got the network cable is long enough from the water station, and I thought I can just run another camera. It's not 1080p, you know. That's the thing about the 720. I can, you know, run this 6 streams because the data amount of data required to do it is way less than 1080. 1080 is unbelievable bandwidth. Like an example, to do 6 stream in 1080, I would have to have like, I'd have to have a solid 40 megabyte connection up, at least solid 40. So that means I would have to have like a 50 meg connection up to run 1080. Where on the other token, running the 720, I can get away. I'm only using about, I think it's like about 18 up is my bandwidth. So my 30 connection has enough room that you don't get any buffering, you know, going up. Well, right now I'm running 7 streams because I'm streaming this. So big difference with 720. It's not as sharp, but it's working. So putting the camera back there, and of course, you know, now the ducks, with the nice weather, they're back there. I think it's because of the duck poop on the snow, you know. I think that's what it is. Yeah, the thing Marvin's doing there with the HTML and embedding all the streams into one page is pretty cool. But you know, YouTube doesn't like us. You know, all these duck streams running, folks, and I went on the animal recommendation with YouTube. Ducks don't get any recommendation. It's just us. It's just the duck community, where everybody knows their name. You know, I feel like Cheers. We're the Cheers version of ducks, you know, or the ducks version of Cheers. You know. Well, the thing is, you know, when they move, the other day when they moved and there was no camera over there, I was like, oh man, I got all these cameras running and all the ducks are where no cameras are. Like, you just can't win. You can't, animals are brutal, folks. It's like, you really, like, honestly, we need like one more camera set up outside. Like, seriously, there's one more blind spot that actually there's two blind spots that the ducks go to if you really wanted to follow them around. Actually, I had a cool stream sent to me the other day by Sue, a fan of ours on the show, of penguins. I think it's the Kansas City Zoo. I forget what it was. And it was the penguin pool at the zoo, and they were cool looking penguins, and it was in 1080p. I was shocked it was in 1080p. It was sharp as could be, but no sound. I'm like, God. And the penguins were fighting with each other, and I'm like, and you know, and they're squawking, and I'm like, you know, it'd be really cool to hear the penguins, you know. And I'm like, and here they go, and they do a really nice stream. And it was like really nice. The picture quality was excellent picture quality. I give them a 5-star on their video, and even the angle of it was really good, but no sound, silence. Like I couldn't get my head around it. And there was 39 people watching a silent stream. I was like, you know, I would have liked to hear. I don't know why these places do this, folks. I don't know what it is. Why? All these places that do streams, like the wildlife ones, like there's the wildlife ones, you know, where they around the world, there's that organization that has the live streams all over the world, and you go to their YouTube channel, and every single stream has no sound. Like, what? Why do these places do these streams with no sound? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Because you physically have to turn the sound up, unless they're using some kind of cameras. Everybody's using the same cameras that have no sound. I don't know, which is possible. Come to think of it, because remember, maybe that's the problem, is they're using. You know how I discovered that cheaper Sony camera I had, how the HDMI output had no sound to it, and I struggled with it and couldn't figure out what was going on, and it was the camera, the output on the HDMI had no sound. It's only these expensive cameras that I'm using have the audio embedded in the HDMI output. Maybe that's the problem. It could be. It could be, instead of using a $500-600 camera, they're using a $200 camera. That could be totally it. You know, because I know the cheap $200 camcorders, there's no audio on the HDMI output. That makes sense now, come to think of it. And the HDMI HDMI output has to go to an encoder to be connected to YouTube, so. Or a surveillance type camera, same type of thing, That could be it, Marvin. They just aren't taking the live streaming totally serious. Because imagine if I had all these streams running with no sound. Like the ducks, 50% of the ducks is the sound. That's for me personally, anyways. It's like, it's the noises they make, the quacking and the talking to each other, and like I'm out there working, I'm in the barn cleaning, and they do the predator quack out of nowhere, and get Doug all excited, and then he runs through the pen and runs over top of Ducks Live on YouTube, like he did yesterday or the day before. No, it was the day before he did that. Ran over the ducks. We were in the barn. Oh, it was so bad. It's like the ducks did the predator quack, and Doug blew through the barn, and I come out of the barn, and I got to watch duck bowling. It was like he just pummeled 2 ducks. Thankfully, the snow was deep enough that was soft enough that the ducks rolled in the snow, but he did hit them. Ooh. I just can't imagine doing it without sound, you know. But unfortunately, I can see, you know, if they say, well, for employee-wise, they don't want employees here, the talking. I don't know. Maybe that's another reason. I don't know. Like yesterday, I had to go dark because I was going to swear while I was doing chores because, well, I was in pain. And you know, when you curse and swear, it's like a painkiller. It works. It's like a relief valve, you know. And then after I finished my duck chores, I thought to myself, I'm out right now. I'm walking around. I'm I'm not 100%, but I could hop in the truck and drive to town and get the feed because I used the last bag of feed yesterday. And I thought, I don't want to do this tomorrow. So I started the truck up, went to town, got the feed, and I was lucky. I pulled in. Joey and Brian were in the back, and I said, perfect. My back's out. I can't load this, guys. You got to throw it in the truck yourself. And so I just stood there and watched them throw it in, and then came home and it's here. Now I gotta unload it. I got off on a tangent there for some reason. Game trail cams have sound. I don't have game trail cams. I use real cameras. So, but I'm just amazed the amount of streams that are on YouTube on the animal section that are recommended by YouTube with no sound. It just blows me away. No. Just blows me away. I really wish the ducks would get unsandboxed or unshadow banned or whatever the hell's going on. It's just not right, you know? It's not, folks. It really isn't. I don't understand. I got flagged again. Another stream got flagged. This time I purposely didn't do anything. The yellow icon came on the stream. I saw it, and it says that is not fit for advertisers. So I left it. That night I went into it again on my stream manager, and it was marked as appealed. And I said, I didn't appeal this. And then the next morning, boom, it was monetized again. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. How can they, flag a stream and then appeal it themselves and then unflag it? Because I'm just sitting back not appealing anymore because I want to see it, because I've been doubting myself, thinking that I'm doing it, that I'm forgetting about it, but I want to see. So this time I said, no, I'm not touching anymore. I'm going to just let them go and see what happens. And it's something's going on with YouTube. I don't know what it is. No idea. No. I know YouTube's broken because, well, they usually YouTube pays me my pittance of an ad revenue on the 25th of the month. It's the 30th and they still haven't paid me. I don't know what's going on this month. Maybe Google's going bankrupt or something and they're not paying anybody at all. But for some reason, there's no pay coming through from YouTube this month. I don't know. There's some kind of delay. Everything's broken. Which is, we know that. YouTube's not right. Maybe it's probably an investigation for false flying. Maybe it's one of the vegans. I think your translator's not working, Marvin. False flying. I don't get that one. Painkillers equal tangents. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I gotta get my acting together. I gotta get my breakfast happening, and then my painkillers will have hit, and I'm gonna attack this cement. I'm going to. And then we'll see what kind of shape I'm in afterwards. See if I can unload a truck. Maybe. We'll see. So I just wanted to touch base with you this morning. And if I manage to accomplish the cement, I'll show it to you. Say, oh, I got part of the cement done. I'll be so proud of myself. Because especially if I'm not crippled. So I'm going to say goodbye. Everybody have a great day. And if things work out well, I'll be unloading a truckload of feed this afternoon. And I'll be showing you maybe a picture or a snapshot of my fancy concrete repair job in the basement. And then I got to build forms in the basement. Who knows? I got a hunch I'm not going to get. I have a big list in my head of things I want to do today, and I'm thinking the list is too big for the condition I'm in. I'm just thinking that. So, but it's good to have, you know, aspirations in life. But it can be frustrating. I gotta say goodbye.